Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to our Let's Play of AI the Somnium Files. I am Crybaby Pumpkin or Lulu, and I'm excited to get back into this. I honestly do not remember where we left off, so we're gonna just look at the recap again, because what else should I do? Alright, I know we were on our third timeline, but I don't remember exactly what was happening. Right. Ota's alive, Iris is alive, they're both in the hospital if I remember correctly. We were investigating it, we talked with Kagami, we found out that Mayumi has dementia and her brain doesn't get enough blood. And then we went to go visit the Sejima residence, and that's all that I remember. The bodyguard is standing completely still, emotionless. Oh, a second. So is feeding the koi in the pond. Okay, now that I've cleared those. Oh. The Sejima residence. Okay. I don't like having green things, alright? So I had a theory, because I was watching, I think it was one of the episodes that just recently came out, because, you know, I record a little bit ahead. And I think we knew So Sejima prior to 6 years ago, because a while ago it said something about how he was like, I feel like I know him, but that's probably just because I've seen him a lot on TV, and it's like, given that you have memory loss, maybe you actually do know him, and that's some of your memory starting to come through. I don't know. So there's that theory. Anyways, Central Hospital. I just want to make sure I get my theories out there, not just saying them internally to myself, and yeah. I think I had another theory, but I need to find my notes on what my theories were. Oh, right, okay. Central Hospital, Monday.
Are you okay?
This is where Iris and Ota should be, but Iris is still in surgery, if I remember correctly.
Tate.
The nurse told me you were here.
Yes, just resting. Iris's surgery was successful.
Well, that's good.
They told me she would be fine. After I heard that, a weight left my shoulders, and I just collapsed.
It seems that she passed out and was brought here.
Yeah, the nurse told me.
The relief just made her faint.
But I'm fine now. I feel much better.
That's good. Okay. I can see a toilet in there. A cupboard. Equipment used for monitoring vital signs. It measures heart rate, blood pressure, and body temperature on the monitor. A bed. Oh. A curtain used as a divider.
Peekaboo.
Pardon me?
When Iris was little, we used to play hide and seek. Seeing that curtain made me think about it.
But hide and seek and peekaboo are a little bit different. A curtain used as a divider. A window. A sink. Oh, bedside table. There's a bedside table. There's an LCD TV on top of the bedside table. Hitomi is sitting next to the bed. She looks exhausted. About your alibi.
Hitomi, what were you doing around 3 a.m. today? I don't mean anything by it. I'm just doing my job.
This is, I think, the first time I've heard you say those words, and I'm glad you're finally saying that you're just doing your job when you're asking these really, like, heartless questions.
I was sleeping at home. The police came and picked me up around 4 a.m. That's when I heard about all this.
Her testimony matches what was in the investigation material.
Well, that's good.
The cops came to pick her up around 4?
Correct.
How long does it take to get from Hitomi's house to the warehouse?
20 to 25 minutes by car.
And the polar bear ran out of the warehouse at around 3:15?
So it could theoretically be her, but that's pushing it.
Correct.
If you're fast, you can just make it.
Do you suspect Hitomi?
Not necessarily, but...
But we can't rule her out yet. About Iris.
Iris lost her left eye. they haven't found it yet. If the optic nerve and blood vessels are intact, they told me they might be able to restore it.
Doubt at this point.
But I'm thankful she's alive. When I was young, I lost someone very important to me. Monica Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends I had.
Interesting.
While I was waiting for news from Iris's surgery, I started thinking about Monica. And I felt like I was going to lose my mind.
What happened?
That must have been very painful.
Yes.
About Ota.
I am so thankful for Oda. No, words don't even do it justice. Ota saved Iris, didn't he? I heard the police talking about it. If Oda didn't go to the warehouse that night, Iris would be dead. I really don't even know what to say.
I'm excited to get to speak to Ota and Iris if we can, because there's so many things that don't add up about this.
It's frustrating that there isn't a bigger word for thank you.
Appreciation. Say I appreciate it. That always seems to feel better than thank you. About Ota.
Oda was actually one of my students. I was his teacher in elementary school. Even back then, he had such a strong sense of justice. Not that I'm one to say, but I believe he grew up to be quite an amazing young man.
He does seem like it.
He risked his own life to save someone else.
A bit perverted, but, like, you know, seems to be overall a good guy. Seems to be.
His mother must have raised him well.
We love Mayumi. She did a great job. Do you know anything about Iris and So?
So, Sejima? The politician?
Yes. We believe they might know each other.
I don't think so.
Hitomi knows both. Alright, I guess we're gonna say goodbye.
Sorry for asking you so many questions at a time like this.
No, it's fine.
I should go.
Right, and then off to the Date residence. Last place to check, and then we're gonna hopefully get more story. I'm excited to figure out who the next Somnium's gonna be. Date residence, Monday.
Hey Mizuki, could you take a break?
Back to benching. I think... Looks like there might be less weights on there than before.
I want to ask you something.
Nope. So this is still the... We looked up the calculation. The weights alone is about 220 pounds. Add on another 50 pounds for the bar. She's benching like 270. Can we not click on like anything? Interesting. We actually have to click on Mizuki right now. That's weird. Mizuki is still working her muscles. About Ota and Iris. She's angry, and so she's working out to get stronger to protect people. About the fishery. Still nothing. You're mad at me, aren't you? Yeah, you did kind of abandon her at a bar. And then not come home that night. Where's the officer who dropped you off? Okay, finally we get to apologize. Okay, apologize now, Date.
Listen, I get it. I'm really sorry, Mizuki. Yesterday, I went to meet up with the Yakuza gang. The Kumakuras. Remember Mama said Renju had some connection with them? So I went to question them. But of course, I couldn't take a little girl with me. You understand, right?
The little girl that could beat the shit out of those
I'm not
grown
afraid
men.
of any Yakuzas.
Yeah, we know you're not.
I'd make their hearts stop beating in 3 seconds.
Girls shouldn't talk like that.
Girls can talk however we fucking want to, Date.
That's awfully sexist of you.
Go off, Mizuki.
This is why no one thinks you're attractive.
Date would be attractive if he wasn't such a misogynistic perv.
I'm attractive.
Uh-huh, keep telling yourself that. That's why you haven't had a girlfriend in 4 years.
He had one 4 years ago?
My girlfriend is a ninja. She's just hiding in the shadows.
Or is she just saying that because she moved in 4 years ago and he hasn't dated the whole time? He might have never had a girlfriend. I'm still thinking he doesn't have the oxytocin.
Sure. So what do you want to ask me anyway?
My theory is that original Cyclops might have actually been Date and Boss, and then they framed Rohan and 89. Now we can click around the room. Okay. A kitchen. There are seasonings and cooking equipment lying around. It's a pot. A refrigerator full of element meat.
Could you get rid of the Cleone in there?
Cleone.
Aw, do I have to?
Yes. If it were just 1 or 2, I'd let it slide, but there's 100 in there.
What is a Cleone?
It's not my fault they started breeding.
Okay, if you know what a Cleone is, like, comment, and subscribe. Comment below. That's the important thing. Comment below if you know what that is, because I have no idea. My refrigerator. It's packed with beer, food, and a bunch of Cleone. The entrance. A 3-seat sofa I also use as a bed. I've been sleeping here for 4 years. Mizuki took over my bed. There's a 3-seat sofa in the center of the room. A coffee table. The top is glass. The speakers themselves are actually mostly hollow.
4 years ago, Mizuki used to hide in them to scare you, didn't she?
Yeah, and I would scold her every time.
She hasn't done such childish things lately.
I think this might be the Mizuki route.
Good news for me.
You think so? I imagine that a part of you actually misses it.
Like, we're back to the Mizuki route. I'm so glad we're back on the Mizuki route. Large speakers. The insides are mostly hollow. A bed. Mizuki sleeps there every night. It's Auto Rabbit, a stuffed rabbit. Is a character Mizuki likes. I guess there's no point getting into it. It's Auto Rabbit, a stuffed rabbit. Audio equipment for an audiophile. I'm still paying it off. A 1-seater sofa. There's a corkboard on the wall. Kinda looks like the timeline, but I'm not supposed to know what the timeline is.
You watch weird videos when I'm not around, don't you?
Yes.
Weird videos.
Something about cuckoldry?
Date, I did not expect that to be the angle for what you're into.
No. Those are husbandry videos. You know, like animal husbandry, raising livestock.
Yeah, because it's called that because of the cocks, the roosters. That's of course. Yep, totally believe you.
Anyway, don't touch my computer without permission.
A PC. My hard drive is full of animal husbandry videos. I thought they were what was it? Police training videos is what it was last time. A desk. There's a chair next to the desk. A bench press. The weights are real iron. The total weight is 220 pounds. Not that I can actually bench that. A bench press. Wait. Yeah, okay, the total weight is 220 pounds. I said that last time. And this time, okay. A big window. Mizuki's clothes and mine are hanging on the rack. We each have basically one outfit. That's because we're rational people. I don't want to waste my precious time and brain power thinking what clothes to wear every day. A lot of successful businessmen and scientists do it. Haha, never mind, I actually have more. Okay, honestly, Mizuki and I do have other outfits. We just keep them elsewhere. Clothes are hanging on the rack. They're mine and Mizuki's.
Hey, could you stop hanging your clothes next to mine?
Why?
Yeah.
Your old people smell is going to get all over them.
You smell like old people, Date.
I mean, I do like older women.
That's what you keep saying.
Date, I don't think that is what she's talking
Also,
about.
kind of inappropriate to say to a 12-year-old. My clothes and Mizuki's. Clothes are hanging on the rack. Mizuki's emotional support lead pipe. I have no idea what she uses it for. Mizuki's favorite metal pipe by the wall. A backpack. It looks small on Mizuki now. 4 years ago when I bought it for her, it looked so big on her back. Growing is weird. Mizuki is sitting on the bench. Where's the officer who dropped you off?
Where's the officer who dropped you off?
I told her to go home. I said I would call her to check in.
Did you?
Okay.
Why are you disappointed? Did you want to meet her?
It's not like that.
Worried, I think.
You wanted to see her boobs? I thought you were more into small boobs, pervert.
I like big boobs too.
All boobs are good, of all sizes. Big ones, small ones, medium ones. All boobs are beautiful.
I suppose you are what they call a tit man.
No, I'm more of an ass woman, but I support all my girlies. About Okira Fishery.
Okira Fishery is a company Grandpa made. I don't think Daddy had anything to do with it, though. Grandpa died 17 years ago. Someone else is running that company now. They aren't family.
Yeah, you knew this for a fact in the other timeline. It's like, how do you know this in all the timelines? Like, do your parents just tell you this stuff? Like, that seems a bit weird. Your family's weird, Mizuki. That's all I'm gonna say. What kind of person was your grandpa?
I never met him. He died before I was born.
Yeah, she just said he died 17 years ago.
But Daddy did tell me stories.
What kind of stories?
Back when Grandpa was in Great-Grandma's tummy, she was on a passenger ship that got shipwrecked in a storm.
Okay.
She had to have the baby out on the ocean.
On the ocean?
Yep. And then Grandpa was raised by dolphins.
That doesn't sound real. This sounds like a story from a storybook.
Huh?
By the time he was 10, he was catching fish with his bare hands. And then Grandpa got up on land and learned language and culture and stuff.
Sounds almost like Jungle Book, but
And then he decided to start up Okira Fishery.
but with dolphins instead of bears. I also don't remember Jungle Book that well.
Sounds like a tall tale.
Yeah, Grandpa was a legend. All the fishermen and sailors respected him.
That can't be true. But there's a part of me that's thinking, maybe? After all, Mizuki herself seems superhuman. I believe her grandpa was an incredible man. I mean, she's like 12 and benching 270 kilograms like it's nothing. I'm starting to wonder if she might be a robot, actually. About Ota and Iris.
I saw the video. The one at 3 a.m. last night.
Why weren't you asleep?
Ota is amazing. I'm changing my mind about that guy.
Iris and Ota came out of it okay.
I mean, Ota's your friend, but you're changing your mind about him? That's interesting.
They'll both live.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank God.
I think Mizuki might be realizing the same thing I am about Ota, where it's like, yeah, he's really creepy, but like, he really deeply cares about Iris and about those around him. I mean, he has such a strong sense of justice. Alright, it's time to say goodbye to Mizuki.
Thanks for talking with me, Mizuki. It was helpful.
Was it?
I have to continue the investigation, so...
I might edit out that noise if it picked up too loud. That was me trying to move my phone.
Wait, you're leaving me again?
Yeah. We have to go keep investigating your parents' deaths.
I'm coming with you.
Okay, are you best girl for this route? Is this the Mizuki route, for sure?
No.
Why?
I can't involve you. This might be dangerous.
It's okay, I'm strong.
Okay.
You know how strong I am, right? You were the one who knew how special I was before anyone.
What do you mean? Oh, cutscene, yay. It was 1 year ago. I noticed something strange when Mizuki came home from school.
Hey, what happened? Who did this to you?
Nice outfit. It's very cute.
Some kids at school. 5 or 6 of them.
And to fight with a bunch of bullies.
They said I was a weirdo because I don't live with my mom and daddy.
Oh. Oh.
And they teased me,
Is this the incident with the bullies?
and I got mad, and I told them to go away, and they hit me.
Tell me their names. I'll teach the little punks a lesson.
Date, wait. Adult intervention will not solve this problem.
It really won't.
Mizuki has to deal with this problem herself.
Although some adult involvement would be helpful. I know people always say, like, leave them to, like, handle it themselves so they learn. But it's like, if it's like 1 on 6, some adult involvement might be helpful. Teach the kids that you should stand up for people around you, and not just let them to their own devices.
Mizuki, come on. It's time to train.
What?
I'm gonna teach you how to kick their asses. We're starting right now.
This is one way of dealing with it. I approve.
Get ready.
See, this is still adult intervention. He's not taking the problem away from her, he's not solving it for her, but he's helping her solve it.
Why the shrine?
Is this Sukume?
The shrine is the perfect place for special training.
It is?
You feel better when you train in quiet, serene places like this.
Alright.
Sure, whatever.
First, I'm going to teach you 4 secrets to becoming stronger.
Okay.
Follow these 4 rules, and you will acquire power beyond your wildest dreams.
Alright.
Date, are you playing a character or something?
I feel like he is.
I'm not Date. While we're in training, I am Master.
Senpai. Sensei. Alright, a tree. The arch. A
Hey,
choizuya.
Date, what's that?
It's a choizuya.
It's a chozuya.
Choizuya.
This is where you wash your belly button in the sacred water before you visit the shrine.
Not quite.
Belly button?
You wash your hands, don't you?
Yes, absolutely. In Shinto, the belly button is said to be the dirtiest place.
Okay.
That is why, before praying, you have to cleanse yourself.
I see. My belly is holy. I didn't mean for that to rhyme.
Date, I wish you wouldn't lie to her while she's impressionable.
For real? Okay, I was starting to believe you too, because I'm impressionable. I'm like 2.5 times her age, and I'm still impressionable.
Your story about the belly button? She trusts you, you know.
She'll catch on eventually.
Yeah. A choizuya. You wash your hands and face here. Definitely not your belly button. Yeah, but you're setting her up to get mocked and made fun of by people when she does misunderstand it.
What does it say?
When riding an elevator, mashing the door close button doesn't actually do anything.
That's a weird thing to be carved into a rock.
That's what it says.
You're lying. Aren't you?
She's incredulous, but still like, but wait, are you telling the truth? Stone monument. There's something engraved here, but I can't read it. A lantern. I think I prefer interns. That's because you're a creep. A lantern. A Shinto shrine. It looks rather solemn.
Hey, Date, what's this?
It's a sacred straw rope.
It's called a sacred straw rope. In kanji, it's written as pour and linking rope. That's because in ancient China, rope that had water poured on it was used as an amulet to protect from evil.
Interesting.
Hey, you asked.
I found that interesting. A sacred straw rope. A guardian dog. Woof woof. A training dummy. It says Mokushin. Jin is Japanese for man, I know that word. Mizuki looks skeptical. The key to victory... Okay, the key to victory is to kill the heart. Mental preparation is important. Being quick to act is crucial, and everyday life is of dire importance. So I guess these are probably the 4 advice we're about to give her. The key to victory is to kill the heart. I hate that advice.
Like, when you get into a fight, aim for the heart?
Stop thinking about the harm you're causing and focus on the good that will come of it.
No, it's the opposite. You must kill your own heart, Mizuki.
What do you mean?
That's why Date seems to have no connections and no friends except for the Inspector Kagami, whose name he always forgets.
If you are going to fight, you must suppress any mercy or emotional attachment. If you have even a mote of sympathy within you, it will be impossible to fight to your potential. Do not think of your opponent as a man. Think of them as a target, a punching bag or a board.
Yep.
Just a punching bag. Huh.
Mental preparation is important.
In a fight, you must first be victorious in your mind.
Like thinking I'm not gonna lose?
What's the famous Sun Tzu quote? A wise man wins the war, then begins to fight, or something like that. While, God, I forget the quote. Something about how if you don't plan, you will lose.
Exactly. I do the same mental preparation before going to a strip club.
Inappropriate.
Before I go in, if I tell myself that they're all out of my league, then they will be. The mental fight has begun the moment I put my hand on the door.
She looks so in shock of what he's saying.
Yeah, I see. Actually, no. That's stupid.
It is smart, but his example is a bit, out there. Being quick to act is crucial.
Mizuki, do you know how to win any fight against any opponent?
No.
Don't get in a fight in the first place?
That would work.
That is a respectable answer. But no. The way to win any fight is this. Hit them first, and hit them hard enough to finish them.
Oh, it's just one hit KO.
I kinda get it, but...
Of course, I'm not saying that's how you should behave. But thinking about this will make a big difference in a real fight.
Yeah, okay, I get it, but... Seriously, Date, are you like acting or something?
It's really hard to tell when he's taking anything seriously.
Not Date, Master.
I swear, if this is some DID type stuff that they're gonna pull on me, like not because it feels like it is, but because I'm just like, this best not be where the story is going with it. Your everyday life is of dire importance.
What? Why?
Because if you're not well rested, well fed, and etc., you're not going to be able to perform at your best.
The best training you could ever have is to be mindful during your everyday life. Diet and exercise form a strong body. And if you are always maturing intellectually and emotionally, you will always be able to anticipate your enemy's first move.
I get it. But you're so messy. Does that mean you can't fight?
Lol.
Hark, the blowing of the wind through the trees.
You can't just say something cool to avoid my question.
Anyway, practice these 4 truths, and you will get stronger.
This sounds like a scam.
It really does, but I mean, everything he said is accurate. He's just kind of imparting life advice onto you.
Believe in me. If you do as I say, you'll be thanking me in time.
Are you sure?
No, but he's gonna pretend.
And how about we do a baseline test? Show me what you've got.
Huh? How?
Let's see. How about you throw a punch? I can guess your strength from that.
If you say so, I'll give it a shot.
She's gonna just floor him. She's gonna punch him in the chest and he's gonna go flying.
First, close your eyes and concentrate.
Like this?
Exactly. Then, punch forward. Huh?
That expression.
How is that? You don't have to be nice. I know I'm weak.
This is the strongest display anyone's ever seen.
Hey, by the way, did you swing back at those bullies?
No, I didn't do anything. There were a bunch of them. I didn't think I could.
Sue's have a self-confidence issue.
I see. She doesn't know her own strength.
I suppose not.
Mizuki, let's just say I think you should be more confident in yourself.
Really?
But never ever strike your master. That is a must.
He's like, if you hit me, I will die? Because, oh my god, girly. That was a nice lore drop.
Yeah, you're right. In fact, you're so strong you scare me sometimes.
Well then,
No, I can't take you with me.
why not?
Because I took responsibility for you. I promised Renju. I can't put you in danger.
I can prepare you for danger, but I can't put you in danger's way.
That's not fair. Bringing up Daddy.
Iris and Ota feel the same way. They don't want you hurt either.
She's the one who's strongest of all of y'all.
You have to understand, Mizuki. If I need your help, I'll let you know. When the time comes.
Which we did get her help in Iris's timeline.
Really?
Yes,
Promise?
I promise. Let's go, Lila.
Where to?
Right, back to Abyss headquarters.
Before we reach HQ, let's summarize our investigation so far.
Alright, that's probably a good idea. Right. The steering wheel. The dashboard.
These are tasty when they're golden brown.
Those are hash browns.
I believe you're referring to hash browns.
The center console. The glove box.
Boxing gloves.
A boxer puts his boxing gloves in the glove box.
Okay, that's pushing it. The glove box. Aiba is sitting in the passenger seat. Well, to be precise, an image of Aiba is sitting in the passenger seat. It looks like Aiba is sitting in the passenger seat. About so.
There is only circumstantial evidence linking So Sajima to the new Cyclops serial killings.
I agree, but there has to be more to it. The Kumakuras had connections to both victims.
It's gonna start getting tricky to keep track of all of this with the timelines.
So has a connection to the Kumakuras.
Because I feel like we have more than circumstantial evidence for So, but I think that's because of other timelines.
There's a common link there. They have to be involved somehow. So also might have connections to Iris.
Because of
Because So
Somnium.
appeared in Iris's Somnium?
Yes.
Yeah.
About So.
I am more interested in the hired guns that So uses as bodyguards.
With actual guns.
I did some research and discovered that Mr. Sajima hires substantial security. If all of his security staff are this heavily armed, the Kuza gangs pale in comparison.
Is So trying to start trouble?
I wonder.
Unknown, but there is definitely more than he is letting on.
I think he's the one who has the sync machine, because we know the sync machine was in the warehouse, and we know he owns a lot of stuff in that area, so I think So might be the one who's behind that. I don't know. Or at least funding it in some way. About Mayumi.
Mayumi is suffering from dementia. If Mayumi followed Ota and Iris, it is highly likely that she saw the person in the polar bear costume. But...
She might not remember.
correct.
About Mizuki.
Mizuki did not have any new information about Okiura Fishery. Currently, it seems there is nothing linking that company to Renju.
Still, something's not right.
I feel like one of those things changed. Any other information?
There is an important piece of news.
What is it?
The Odoroki Man chocolate found at the warehouse.
Okay, yeah, we had an option at one point to ask about that to Mayumi, but we didn't.
Fingerprints were found on it.
Mayumi's?
Whose?
Mayumi Matsushida's.
Thought so.
What?
Mayumi bought the chocolate at the convenience store 812 on Koshu.
7-Eleven?
This was captured on security footage. 812 stores are commonly called 8s.
Okay,
8 is not far from the Famisto where Ota stole the station wagon.
interesting.
Hold on a second. I'm having trouble keeping the facts straight.
Allow me to summarize.
Please.
Okay.
The chocolate was purchased yesterday at 10:33 p.m.
That's the same time Ota stole that car.
Okay, so he couldn't have been stealing the car at the same time.
Correct.
What conclusions can we draw from that?
Unknown. All that is known for certain is that Mayumi bought the chocolate at an 8 store last night. And that same chocolate somehow ended up in the warehouse.
Did she go there and drop it?
I think so. I think she might have been the polar bear. I said that when we first saw the polar bear.
It is possible.
Because of the knife wound.
Well...
She also could be the one who I wonder if she's the one who killed Iris in the other timeline too, because she could have easily stabbed her a bunch in the back with her knife and then froze her in the kitchen freezer.
Sorry to interrupt your brainstorming, but there's a call from the boss.
Connect me.
Date, did you hear that Iris's operation is over?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard about it at the hospital. She made it, right?
Yes, but she's still unconscious. She's currently in the ICU. No visitors allowed.
Alright.
Ota, however, seems like he can talk now.
Time to go talk to Ota?
He's out of treatment?
Yeah, he's in a general ward now.
Got it. I'll head over.
I'll meet you there.
Interesting. Boss's involvement always makes me worry now because I've been worried about what Boss can get up to. Central Hospital, Monday at 5:42 p.m. We're getting close to Somnium time.
How are you feeling, Ota?
You know, surprisingly, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm still under anesthesia, so I don't have any pain.
He's like, I am high out of my mind and happy.
Alright, that's good.
Ota, I'm sorry to put this on you right after your surgery, but can you talk to us for a minute?
Boss got right to business after introducing herself. I don't know why, but Ota almost seemed happy to answer. Probably because she's hot. Maybe it was the drugs, maybe it was the high from surviving a life or death situation, or maybe it was because he saved Iris. Fair.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Cupboard. A curtain used as a divider. Equipment used for monitoring vital signs. It measures heart rate, blood pressure, and body temperature on the monitor. An LCD TV.
Hey, Date, when are you planning on leaving? The good stuff is gonna come on soon.
You're not watching that tonight.
There's an LCD TV on the top of the bedside table. A bedside table.
Is it a bedside table when you move it away from the bed?
Yes.
I suppose then it's just a table.
It's probably just an end table at that point. A bedside table on the bedside. A round chair. A bed.
Hey, Date. I don't think I can sleep by myself tonight.
You need a body pillow.
Will you sleep with me?
Aww.
Why me?
Oh, then that old woman over there is fine.
Old woman?
Ah! She gonna kill you. A bed. Boss is standing on the other side of the bed. Why did you come here?
I'm kind of interested in Ota.
Oh?
In me?
You protected the woman you love. That's not easy to do. I wanted to meet the brave little hero.
Hero?
Little? I'm 24.
To me, you're still little.
You just called her old lady, so I think it's fair for her to call you little. Anything you want to ask Ota?
I'll leave this to you, Date.
You just said you want. Okay. Did you find any new clues?
If I did, I would have told you already.
Ota is lying down in bed. About that walk. I didn't forget.
Oh, yeah. You hit me over the head with that walk, didn't you?
Oh, that was... I thought I needed to protect Tessa, so...
Isn't there something you want to say to me?
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, fair.
It's okay. But you're not gonna get a second chance.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tase us next time.
I won't do it again. I swear on Ganesha.
You should swear to a god that's a little closer, kid.
I don't know who Ganesha is. Did you hear about Iris?
Her surgery was successful, right?
Yep.
Yeah, thanks to you. If you weren't there, Iris would have been in real trouble.
I'm Tessa's biggest fan. Any fan would have done what I did. It's nothing special. It's as normal as garlic and ramen.
I think that depends on preference.
Honestly, I'm a little bit scared of my new power. When I locked eyes with that polar bear, I saw him start shaking.
I think it was your mom.
He saw how strong I was and got scared, no doubt.
Ota's body temperature is rising.
He's embellishing his story quite a bit.
I think we can let that go today.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Who stabbed you?
Were you watching the stream?
A polar bear.
A big polar bear.
Yes, I'm talking about who was inside. Did you see them?
No. Whoever it was probably wearing that costume to hide their identity.
About that thing on Nile.
That's... Sorry. I promised that I wouldn't tell anyone.
Okay, is this the thing that I think we learned in Iris's timeline with regards to like the fact that Iris is wanted by some group? Like this is the whole thing about the Nye, about how she was being targeted because she found out secrets.
Then I'll tell Iris about your fake accounts. You know what happens after that, right? Everything you built up here is gonna come crashing down.
But I can't tell you.
Is that really what we think would happen if we told Iris? Do we really think Iris would care?
Why not?
Because at this point, I'm not sure Iris would care.
Calm down and think about it. The criminal who attacked Iris is still out there. Iris might have seen the criminal's face. Whoever did this might come back to kill her.
No.
If you want to protect her, the fastest way is for us to catch this guy. But to do that, I need information.
Okay.
Good boy. About that thing.
Remember when I told you about my day Saturday? I kind of lied a little.
Okay.
What did you lie about?
When I got to Sunfish Pocket, I saw a sign that said the place was all rented out.
Okay.
That part is true. But after that, I said I went home, but I didn't. I was hanging out in Akihabara for a few hours.
Is that when you bought your new phone?
Yeah,
That tracks.
Why did you hide that?
because something happened after.
Oh. About that thing.
This must have been about 8:50.
Okay.
I was going to cross the intersection in Akiba, and I saw Mr. Okiura's car at the light.
Okay. That's when his car was. That's when like the elevator thing happened. Around the time of the elevator record. I think that was at 9:10 or something. It was around 9.
But when I got close, I saw Tessa driving it.
That's what I was worried about.
Iris was driving it?
Whoa! You surprised me!
I'm more surprised than you are. Is something wrong?
What do you mean? Hey, Tessa, do you have a license?
Oh, yeah, of course I do.
No.
Not have one.
There you go.
You don't have a license?
Shh. Mr. Okiura asked me to run an errand. I had to borrow his car. Please don't tell anyone.
Okay.
You promise?
Anything for you.
This is making it seem like she killed Renju. I'm wondering if like all of the murders were committed by just like various different people over time.
After that, the light turned green and she drove off.
Was Iris the only one in the car?
Yeah, it was just her. That's what I meant by that thing. An idle driving without a license is a huge deal. So I kept quiet.
Knowing everything we know, that pretty strongly implicates her about that thing.
Saturday at 6:15 p.m., Ota saw Iris and Renju together. They were leaving the Sunfish Pocket building. 2.5 hours later, Ota witnessed Iris driving Renju's car. What are your thoughts?
This is sounding really bad for Iris.
Yeah.
But consider the current circumstances. Iris had her left eye taken out by a criminal who is possibly the new Cyclops killer.
Once they figure out that like the eyeball removal is not part of the murder, because I think that's part of using the other sync machine. Like that's what I've been saying since we learned that that's what the other sync machine requires. Like the eyeball removal and the murders feel like they're somewhat separate. Not completely. Like they're obviously related, but it feels like the death is something that happens separately from the fact that they need their eye taken out.
And if Ota had not reached her in time, she would have been killed.
What is going on here?
We're not the only ones who synced with her. What happened after you left Matsushina Diner?
You mean after hitting you with the walk?
Yes.
I took Tessa in the van and we ran away. I drove for a while, then we decided to take a breather. I parked the car at Famisto on Koshu. I told Tessa I was gonna go in and buy something to drink. I got out of the car, and I went inside. But then, I heard Tessa screaming, "Ota, help!" I ran out of the store as fast as I could. But the car was driving away! I looked around, and I saw there was a car with its engine still on, and...
The station wagon, right?
That's why you stole the car. Because your car got stolen.
Before I even realized what I was doing, I was behind the steering wheel. I didn't mean to steal it. I just needed to borrow it.
Because of so you were trying to prevent a kidnapping. That's somewhat understandable.
The time was 10:33 p.m. Now we know why Ota stole the station wagon.
About the Odoroki Man chocolate. I took the chocolate out of my pocket and showed it to Ota.
Does this jog your memory?
Oh, that.
What? Do you know something about it? You don't have to show me the thermograph. It's written all over his face.
Absolutely.
After stealing the station wagon.
I took the car, then drove out onto Koshu, but I couldn't find the van anywhere. I searched for what felt like hours.
You didn't contact the police?
I thought, after I hit you...
You shouldn't have worried about that.
But that's all that I was thinking at the time.
Yeah, he assaulted a police officer.
I thought that if I called the cops, they'd arrest me. I wasn't thinking clearly. I was panicking. And that's why I didn't realize it right away.
Realize what?
My phone. I left my new phone in the car.
Ooh,
Why is that so important?
because GPS.
Because the phone had GPS on it. If I looked it up, I would find the location of the van.
Smart.
So I drove as fast as I could to an internet cafe and looked it up. That's when I found out my new phone was at a warehouse near the water. You know the rest.
After running into the warehouse.
Did you see me turn off the saw?
Yeah, but everything after that was off screen. What happened?
I honestly don't remember much. My mind went blank. I remember rushing the bear, and I think I was fighting him for a while. And we got tangled up, and then before I knew it, he got me in the stomach with a knife.
Yeah, I think that it might have been your mom. The identity of the polar bear.
Just to make absolutely certain, you didn't see who was in the suit?
No, I didn't.
Voice? Body type?
Nothing. Sorry.
Anything at all you can remember?
I'm sorry, I told you everything. I can't think of anything else.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Date, look.
Oh, come on.
Is he lying?
After all this, what is he trying to hide?
Date, Ota is acting strange. I advise caution.
What do you mean?
Iris said that Ota was acting strange. Got a knife.
I don't believe it.
He's holding a knife.
Why does he have that?
Looks like it might be his mom's knife.
In any case, you know what you have to do now.
I know.
Okay, no, it's just a kitchen knife.
Let me go! Let me go!
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Shut up! Just let me go!
Sleeping gas. Now you've done it. I can't question him like this.
But you had to get the knife away.
But you can still get information
Somnium on Ota?
inside his head.
Alright. Police headquarters, 8:15 p.m. This is where we're going to stop for this episode. I'm really enjoying the storyline. Next time we'll get to do the Somnium inside Ota's head and figure out what all happens with that. I am really enjoying this story. I hope you are all as well. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see everybody next time. Bye!